Today I'm going to show an example of using toGoogleEarth to track ships. And in order to do that, we need to get GNU AIS at sourceforge.net. And so here's the address, https gnuais sourceforge.net. We'll copy that. We'll come over here into Firefox, paste, return. Okay, so here on the SourceForge page, you can see you need to sdo add repository, blah blah blah, sdo get update, and su get install AIS. So that's what I've copied here into my local folder, and so we can close SourceForge now, and we'll try this and see how well it works. So we'll do this one first, and copy, paste. Okay, that seems to have worked. And now we'll do a update. And paste for the update. Okay, didn't find something, but I don't think that matters. And now we'll do the install on GNU AIS. Paste. Okay, so the install worked. Okay. Apparently did the install on the last step anyway. Alright, so let's see if AIS. Okay, we'll stop here for a moment and see if I can figure out what's wrong. Okay, we'll pick it up again. I just misspelled it. Anyway, so now we'll go out and get the toGoogleEarth, and there's several ways to get toGoogleEarth. You know, one, you could go out there to the GitHub right half plane RF space, or here we'll do it using wget. So here's the wget command. Worked earlier today. Hope it works again now. Copy, paste. Alright, so the wget command worked, and now we'll compile toGoogleEarth. Compile worked, and now we'll start up. You run GNU AIS, pipe it into GoogleEarth, and then GoogleEarth writes the file to a local, writes the output to a local file. Copy, paste, and so now GNU AIS is running, and the trouble with ships is things kind of happen slowly. So we'll let this thing run for a while, and now we'll start up GoogleEarth. All right, so GoogleEarth. here's Google Earth. And what you need to do in Google Earth is it needs to pick up the folder. So we go here to temporary spaces, add network link, and the network link, we need to browse, and desktop, and planes, and the file's there, but there's nothing in it yet, but we'll grab it anyway. Open, and then you need to set it to refresh mode. Refresh periodically, and we'll have it refresh every 5 minutes. And oh, fly to view on refresh. Okay, that might be something we might use. Okay. And unfortunately, it hasn't found any ships yet. They ought to be going by now. But anyway, I'll pick it up later. Oh, there, I think it hit one. We'll pick it up later. The ships happen very slowly, and so I'll let it run a while, and we'll pick it up later after some ships have shown up on the screen. Okay, stop recording. Okay, we're picking it up again. I needed to get IQSDRX running here in order for it to pass the information down to gnuais. So we'll start up IQSDRX. Oops, wrong window. All right, and then we'll open the at 162 megahertz, and we got to set it to narrowband FM, sample rate 2, and we're using a generic RTL stick. So it actually uses the audio signal, and so the audio 162.5 is the one frequency, and the other frequency is 161.975. And so now it should start picking up some ships, hopefully this time. Alright, so let's let it sit here a little while. Well, like I said, it's slow, so we'll bow out again for a while, see if it'll start finding, hopefully it'll start finding some ships shortly. Okay, we're back again. It's about an hour later, and here you can see where the ships have come out of the harbor, and they're in various places here. And it's funny, sometimes they don't show the correct direction on their, the AIS returns the heading, and apparently they're pretty loose on the headings. Sometimes they look correct and sometimes they don't look correct, or maybe they make a quick jog, I don't know. Anyway, but here, that's the results of running to Google and to Google Earth, and it works pretty nice. You just have to wait a long time. Now it'll work on it's got a routine that it calls to get the path, and you can replace that routine with any routine you want to return any path that you want, and it keeps track of the paths and the various items. You can have multiple items being tracked, and it'll track the multiple items, and so it's just a matter of replacing that one routine in order to make it do something else. And so that's the presentation of the toGoogleEarth.